Schmoe.
And we're all
Schmoe.
We we are a European and South African based Schmoedown after show. We have Matt to my left, probably your right. We have Teresa above me, and then we have the new and ultimate king of Euroschmo Prediction League, Liam the Lion.
Yeah, I'm back on top. Woo!
Let the gloating begin again.
I'm back on my rightful spot, top left. Sorry, Teresa. You knew it wasn't going to last. Oh, what a week it's been, everyone. What a week. What a week. Not only that, but England are smashing the Euros at the moment. We beat Ukraine 4-0 yesterday. And before that, I don't know if Thomas is in our chat yet, but we beat Germany 2-0 and I almost cried. I did not expect to beat them. I have to be honest. My heart said yes, but my head was saying maybe, but we did it. And then we beat Ukraine. And if we can beat Denmark, we'll be in the final next Sunday. So warning, if we are in the final, there is no way I'll be here next Sunday because I'm going to watch England win the Euros for the first time in my life. And I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. But that's enough voting for the time being. I'll save it for throughout the show. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Teresa, would you like to comment?
Yeah, I muted my mic because I was scared that I was rolling my eyes so hard that it would make a lot of sound. So I'm trying to be respectful. Hello, Thomas. Great to see you. I hope you weren't here to listen to Liam gloating before. And great for you, man. Great for you. I'm so happy for you. So much.
Thank you.
Happy.
I have to say, Thomas, unlucky in the Germany game. You gave us a good fight, but it just wasn't good enough. And here we are.
Yeah, I'm really sad after yesterday. So we lost to Denmark, and it was such a close match. And I think we could have won that match. So that sucks even more because it was a really close game, and we had an opportunity to finally place again in Euros, and we didn't.
You could have had us again.
So it was a really tough week for me. So I just let's skip over me. Let's go to the stupid matches that happened this week.
Yeah. It was actually I was
goodbye, my lover.
I must say I was literally more happy.
Good for you, Thomas.
For the matches
I lost. You have one?
No, I didn't have time to make it. I moved house. I moved as you see.
Yeah. So
sorry much for the interruption.
On Schmoedown topic, I was more happy with the matches I lost, how they turned out, than the matches I got the point. To be honest, I was so actually happy for people who won, and I didn't pick them. I'm not even mad. Liam knows I give him congratulations immediately when I saw the match.
Well, you haven't moved in the standings, so it's okay.
Yeah, I don't care, but I'm so happy. I was so happy for the person who won. So I was so happy for the person who won. So yeah.
And I lost it on a Goddard match, which is one of my favorite players, which hurts even more. If it was someone, I was
King Khan.
Let's get into
the King Khan,
the King. Into it, guys. Let's get into
Can we start?
Yes, we shall. The Burger King made our Lion King.
Raw.
Yeah.
I can't believe last week in our prediction league, I was the only one to pick King Khan. I know you're Goddard fans, but King Khan played really well in his first match. Granted, he did play the flick pick, and who I didn't think took it too seriously, and therefore the match ended pretty quickly by TKO. So we didn't know what he could do if the match went further. But I was so impressed with Khan.
And that is the reason I went with Goddard.
Yeah, but I had to go Khan, and Goddard has played really well, but I just felt like at least one of you would come with me on that journey. But in a
To
way,
be
I'm glad.
honest, you expected me to do it,
Yes, yes,
Yes,
you're the
I
only
expected
one.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I said one of you, I was
I expected
basically
you to
telling
take Khan and to take McQueenie, and you would have a perfect week if you did what we expected you to do.
That's true.
The problem is, I listened, like, you remember last week I said I will go only with my head, not with my heart,
And I
because I
told you
always lose. And I
it's
went with
not
my
the
way.
right choice.
Um,
There's no method to the madness of
Uh,
picking in the prediction league because you just don't know. Goddard had also an amazing match against JTE, and he missed his final
Yeah.
question, which we didn't see Khan answer his 3-round questions in his flick pick match. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry, I'm not saying that's the reason, but I'm just so tired of opponent's choice. I had enough this year. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's every other
Yeah.
match. It's really every other match opponent's choice, and it used to be like a nice change, like 2 years ago when someone spun opponent's choice because it wasn't so often. But now when it's
Yeah.
in every other match, I always wonder. So who's getting the opponent's choice? Because I know
Yeah.
it's going to be spun, and it got gathered, but it also could have still been this way because he missed one question in his first round, and if Khan went perfect, we don't know. But I just, the other thing about this match is when Gathered missed the point, I was like, okay, here we go. So I'm losing. And it's happening now in more and more matches when in the first round, if my player who I picked misses a point, I'm like, oh, okay, so that's it. Which is really strange this year that it's happening more and more. But I really like Khan. I just wish he won against someone else because Goddard had a lot of tough luck this year, and I just kind of had enough. And it's not that he's not playing really well. I think most of the players, if you give them movie release dates, they do as well as he did. That's just a tough category, and if it's on the wheel and you're not playing against Bateman or maybe Meyer, you always give this to people on opponent's choice, and they always struggle because it's literally every movie ever, and you have so much stuff to remember that if you're not an expert on this, you will struggle. And Ben struggled. He got 2 right off the top, and he got 2 that he struggled with, and that's about what I expect from mostly every player ever.
Yeah.
So I can't even like be mad that he lost because he really tried. He got 8 in his first round, just missed the bonus, and he got everything in his third round, and he really tried in his second round. It wasn't like he like guessed or didn't go to multiple choice. He did everything he was supposed to do, and he didn't win. And it's similar with his JTE match. And I'm just frustrated for Goddard at this point because just some players, it keeps happening to them. I think this year it's Goddard, it's Preston, it's Janine. Like you can see people playing really well and not getting there. So I hope it will change for Goddard in the tournament, and he will do better. And Khan is just really amazing, and he deserves this. He's trying really hard. He's doing everything he can. So glad for him.
Okay. Just okay. I will start with this. King Khan impressed me very much. I was so sad that Ben didn't get the like better game, like not opponent just but some category, because I had when the round finished and I saw the King Khan's focus and I just like told myself, okay, I'm losing because Khan could be perfect this game, and I think that he could get a perfect game or something like that if like he had a chance to get it. So I'm also sad for Ben for his luck. One of the reasons I picked Ben, I thought, okay, his bad luck must end
It has to
sometimes.
change.
So,
Yes.
right. And but after this match,
Nope.
I will get to it. But yeah, I think that we need to talk about King Khan and what he did. He didn't do as well in his first match. I think he's maybe one of the people who studies the most in all the league. I think that he has a big chip on his shoulders. I think that he still scares that no one knew who I am. I would really like him to go to the semifinals of the tournament or in the finals of the tournament even. I wouldn't mind it. It would be such a good underdog story. To be honest, if Chance is a champion and Oyama is not in the tournament anymore, I would like King Khan to win it, because I think it would be a beautiful story from person no one knew who he was, to the person who win it all. And I think that Finstock Exchange will have some tough choices to make when they choose who will be in that tournament.
So many options.
Also, I just want to say that I know people saying, okay, Finstock Exchange is not that good, they're losing steam. I think Finstock Exchange right now is a 50-50 faction, which is not bad. They are lose one, they win one. That's actually pretty good when you look at all the other factions. They're just not winning every single match anymore.
Yeah, but that's it. And we never said they will do bad.
No.
When they, but I'm not
saying
said
to
they
you,
won't
Teresa.
win
I'm saying
every
I saw it
match.
on the group. I saw it on the group. That's why I want to say.
Okay, they're still playing incredibly. Most of their pros are still, and if they lose, they're still doing really well.
Yeah.
It's just it's really hard to win a singles match now.
Yeah.
I think it's the hardest it's ever been.
I think Gucci did a good job also in this match with King Khan. Yeah. And
I'm going to mute my mic again to roll my eyes.
No, I think he did, but okay.
Didn't he almost was it this match when he said, "What about this category?" and it was an IG. I feel like he did something which was a terrible choice for Goddard, and then Khan was like, "I don't think so." I'm pretty sure.
Well, it happened multiple times this year, so I'm not sure if it happened in this match or not.
It's not in this match, but he did it.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
It's very kind.
Thank you for joining.
So Khan did great. We will talk about Gucci more.
And about Ben, I will say it. I will talk about now about the Ben. I think that this season it could happen to Ben what happens to JT at season 3, and that's that he lost almost every single match he played.
Stop it!
Because
Stop it immediately.
I'm not.
I'm gonna
because
mute him.
No, you're not. Because unfortunately now he's 4-0 and he's down in the standings, which means that he will probably have a pretty tough opponent in the tournament. And I don't know how he will do. I'll be honest, because
he'll do well.
He's 0-4 now, so I think that he will do great in I think he will do great.
Trigger's heart.
I'm sorry.
You're breaking mine.
I think that he will do great in teams, much better than in singles. But also, I must just say that after the third season, JT got one of his best seasons ever and went to on the finals of the singles Ultimate Schmoe. So I expect next year maybe Ben's.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Ben versus Ben would be a hell of an interesting match.
A reaction. Yeah, it would, but I don't want this to happen. Please, guys, stop. Stop.
Ben
is going to be fine. It's fine.
Sorry.
We're fine. He's going to be fine. Stop it.
He will.
Okay. Best Ben, who is bottom of our league. What were your thoughts on
No, not this. This is not best Ben. Best Ben played. But yes, Ben Goddard. Ben Goddard played really well. I just want to address something. Are they playing Rushmore or are they playing?
No, they're playing press room.
Okay, I thought so.
I think
so.
a win is on the horizon.
Yeah,
and then we'll break this.
Wait, press room is
then you'll get some confidence at least.
Yes, he's outsiders.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't get it, but okay.
I think we'll all know we're all picking the same on that one. I
think we are.
And that's in the tournament or what?
Just a
match.
There's
a match coming up next week with outsiders, which is Ben's Paul's team against press room.
Harry and Josh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go Ben, go.
Okay. I agree. I'm starting to believe Matt and Teresa with the conspiracy theory of the opponent's choice.
Yeah, it's not like I don't think anyone is doing this on purpose.
Yeah,
I just think it's
I know.
a
Just
really
teasing.
tough luck this season that it keeps
Did you guys
happening.
see the guy that put the stats of how often spinners and opponents is spun on the Facebook group?
No, I did
No.
not, but I have to admit to like rewatching matches this week to find out how much it happens for myself. So
Yeah,
Do you have it on you?
it's up. I wish I did. I wish I downloaded it.
That's why I find it, because that's interesting.
Okay. It seemed very interesting. I think he said it's like still only 20, like only a little percentage of the time that it's opponent's choice. So it's still in the percentage that it's luck.
yeah, it's if
so
you
yeah,
like it's not because two players spin in one match, and if you count it like that, then it's less
Yeah.
often, but it's still
and
a lot.
it's
this
like
year.
it's like Christian said in that commentary of the Amaru Moses match. Opponents is in every match. Opponents and
true.
spinners are in every match. So it's more likely that they will be spun. It's in Star Wars. It's in IG. It's in singles and teams. So it's more likely that will be spun.
Okay, I
Oh,
know we
thank
had
you.
a lot of matches, but it still seems like a lot. Yeah, it's just keeps happening
Yeah.
to my players. So frustrates me.
That's the problem. And
Yes.
I think even though he missed the one in the first round, I think it would have been very interesting to see had he not got an opponent's choice, because he
Yes,
got
because
all
if
three
he
of
forced Kant to
yeah.
answer his 5, then we would see. That's the
Because
yeah.
let's be honest, yeah, I was scared it would be a TKO, but he fought back like no one's business. He fought back hard, and he fought back strong. He got his 2, he got his 3, he got his 5. And when that 5-point question came up, I was like, oh no, this is a tough one. He's going to miss it. And he got it quickly. So I honestly, I tipped my hat off to Ben because he fought back hard. He did really well. King Khan obviously knows his stuff really, really much, really well. And quite frankly, I think we're going to see some huge rookie contenders soon between Jacoby, between King Khan, Griffey Newman. All these people are going to be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just want to add to your point.
King Khan
about,
also is like going. Sorry, King Khan is also like now we can say that he's going toward that, because now he's like 2-0 and he already beat one established good player. So I wonder who will he get next. To be honest.
Can we answer this real quickly?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think it depends on
if
Sol.
if so, like I really like what's Ben been saying in at backstage. That like if Sol loses, of course he's going to go to the tournament. But if he wins, I think Ben is already preparing for that, and I hope it happens because
a very strong backup to have. Like it's a good high level of IG player, but I think it has to be Sol because that's their number one. What's more interesting is who is Dungeon going to pick, because they have two potential amazing options. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly, before we move on, regarding Khan, I just want to say, if I could pick a slice on the wheel, it would be Pixar. That'd be my spinner's choice. Some of those questions he got were so deep, and he pulled it out.
Hard one.
That Cars question was really difficult. So I was so impressed he got that. That one in particular, I was like, I had no idea. And I've seen
that was a
favorite slice. I could not believe he pulled that about multiple choice. So that was really impressed me, to be fair.
Also, I just told myself like, oh, this is a 2-pointer. Oh, maybe they started maybe they started to listen to Rachel Cushing when she said like, please put like one hard question in every category, so people don't get like everything correct if they get their category.
I think we saw that in one of Bateman's matches where he was saying like he got a hard question and then a softball. He was saying like the question writers are
I hope
getting
so.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think they're normally
won't
doing that. But
comment.
if you have a new category, then like it's usually easier questions. But I think in normal categories there are always some toughies. So yeah. And Pixar was spun a lot already. So
I will
of
say
course.
both animation spins this week impressed me a lot. We'll get to the one later on, but that
Yeah.
really both of them impressed me.
That will be a fun discussion, I think.
Oh, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's move on to, please, Commissioner, please. I need it in my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is. I love Dungeon, but I was so happy that Del Rio was on the Den, and now when he like was dropped and got match immediately, I didn't get it because even like Goddard seemed a little frustrated on backstage that he got that match immediately. They were probably trying to schedule match for him, and it didn't work out before. And now that he's in the Dungeon, maybe because they don't have that many singles players as Dan, but it just seemed weird. So that's why I was like, poor Kate. She probably was trying to get him a match for a while, and now like when he's with Kaiser, he has it. But I will never be sad to see Del Rio play because I love him, and I hope that finally he will get more spotlight because he's a great player. He's been a great player since he joined the league, and he just needs a little push.
Yeah, he didn't have luck with the players he played.
Yeah, like losing to Chance in Sudden Death is nothing to sneeze at.
And in his first match, he played Oyama, who went to become the champion that year. Yeah. So let's be honest.
I'm just so confused. Like you said, Teresa, I when I saw the free agent, what was it, the trading season thing, and he was dropped by the Den, I was like, oh, like obviously they just can't get him a match. That's why he's gone. And I was like, someone in the start, I think it was Roxy, said, who should I draft? Who's someone I'm not thinking about drafting? I was like, David Del Rio. It's his year. Like, you need to get him. He's just been so unlucky. He's a great player. So I think her getting him when she did was an absolute steal. She's done amazing. And I was so confused. I was like, oh, he probably can't play this year. So that's why they've dropped him, because he can't get a match. And then 10 minutes later, Dungeons picked him up. Like, fair play to Kaiser to get him, because like that's an unbelievable get. That's unbelievable. He's an amazing player. He could be a title contender if his luck goes his way. So like, I'm really pleased because I love Del Rio. He's like one of the people I want to watch in this league. But like you said, I just feel bad for Kate in the Den, because if it is the case that she couldn't get him a game and he's moved and then immediately got a game, that's really harsh on her. Like, and
he
the Den
went this way, then it's like, but I think Kate is like, she loves her players. She wants them to play. So maybe they like made a deal that he wasn't able to play on the Den, but if she like dropped him, he could get a match. She did the same with Hannah last year. Like, you don't want good players on your roster that can't play, but it still must hurt a little. And I do think it's probably that the Den has too many singles players, and she wanted a match for every one of them, and that she couldn't get.
You dropped Del Rio.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But it doesn't matter. Del Rio is amazing. It always makes me very happy to see how much he knows Schmoe down. So when he said,
"Hey Chris, nice to see you."
Hey. So when he said "Jete" instead of JT, I was like,
it
makes me so happy that you watch the matches. Like, yeah. And let's not skip over Frank Moran. I think he's a good player. I think just it didn't work out for him in this match. And Del Rio is such a powerhouse that it was like, we expected it to go this way, but I think Frank Moran is capable of better matches. So yeah. Matt?
Yeah, I just don't get it. But like, well
But
done.
I'm
happy
also
for Del Rio. I hope
like,
this is him
Yeah,
getting
like
his break.
I love him.
finally.
He's a great player. Like I
yeah,
think he could do so well on his day. So I'm glad
Oh,
he won
before Matt
finally.
starts
come on,
talking, I wanna say, never again tell me something like Kaiser and Gucci are similar. After Kaiser going on opponent's choice and saying that Anne Hathaway and Amy Adams were the choices for them, and then Winston like, are you listening in my house? That's exactly what we were talking about. Kaiser is a brilliant manager, and if he's not there, he puts great people in. So
yeah.
just saying.
So I'm just gonna say I'm set for the Den. Yeah,
Thank you.
I think that
I agree.
it's really
I still don't
unfortunate,
get it there.
and I think like yeah, it's what Teresa said. I think they probably agreed like managers on how many slots for the first match each faction will get, and then it will depend on where you win or lose, of course. But I think
Yeah.
Dan has too much of a singles like roster, and then she maybe they told her, okay, you can choose between Silvestrini and you can choose between Del Rio, and maybe Kate like Del Rio would be picked up more likely than like Rachel, I think. So she maybe dropped Del Rio because she couldn't like give everyone the match. I don't know.
I
I
love
just
the
don't
guy.
think like
I
Kate
just
would
don't
make
get
a
it.
stupid decision. So I think she like did the best. I believe in her, and even more this season than before. It just frustrates me because Dan needs the points more than Dungeon.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah.
that's
love them
true.
both.
That
So
that that, that was that was like the frustrating thing for me as well. I don't have like much to say about this match. Del Rio did Del Rio. He played awesome, and that's it. I'm just so excited for the next match, to be honest, because I think it will be a nice discussion.
Oh,
I waited to like uh, explain to Liam everything because I explained. I read the rule book when it came out, really like really in detail,
we'll
and
get there.
yeah, we'll get
We'll
there.
get
So
let Ben talk first, and
Yeah,
then you
we'll
can
get to
share your
that
awesome
later.
knowledge
Okay.
of the rule
I'll,
book.
I'll just say very quickly, I love this match. With all of us picking Del Rio, I didn't really have much of a joy, as I didn't have much of a hang up as to who would win. I would have loved either to win. As I mentioned to everyone, I really wanted Frank to win, just so Swag could get some more points. But I mean, I love Del Rio. I kind of love Frank as well, just because of his humor and the way he can just bounce off of Winston. It's amazing. I would love to see him on the Den maybe next year. Could be interesting, or on Winston's team again. But yeah, that being said, regarding the whole Kate dropping them, I believe Goddard because he said on backstage the reason they dropped him is he couldn't get a match. They couldn't get him a match. So I think him having not being able to get a guy a match, you don't want to keep him to the end of the year and then he can't play. So you rather want to drop him. Maybe somebody else can get him a match, and then you've got that going for you.
yeah,
Yeah,
guess, like,
I agree.
as
I
fans
think
though, like I want the league to be competitive, like the
yeah,
faction. As much as I love Del Rio, what concerns me is if he enters the tournament, like he could win the whole thing. Genuinely, I think he's that good.
That's,
And now, like this dungeon
Yeah.
has like even more in that to go in that tournament. Like that's
Yeah.
scary. They've got 4 potential actual contenders for the whole thing if they pick Del Rio. So I don't know.
they
I just
they
don't get it.
do, but even though they are the most like front loaded faction, they still lose. They still have a lot of
Yeah.
like teams that could catch up to them. So I'm not worried for the other factions. And they could
No, me
pick,
neither.
they
But
were able to pick Del Rio when Kate dropped him. So
Hmm.
they didn't.
That's really smart though. Like you have to give your dues to Kaiser for getting him when you saw the opportunity, because that's an unbelievable get. Like, I can't believe he
And he
got
dropped
it.
flick for him.
Crazy.
So
Oh, that is
he
a
dropped
very good.
flick for him.
Guys, I have to say just one thing. So the ice started to fall in my city. So if I lose
wow.
the internet, I'm sorry because
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, it's like
Just be
it's
safe.
storm. Storm
Okay,
started. So
I hope
Oh,
you're
my
safe.
word.
I am
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah,
but-
please just be safe.
I really want to hear your opinions on the next match. So
Let's
save it
move
for
on
the
to this one so you could give your.
To it.
Thomas, suspects finally got the points again. Yay!
Well, finally, they are on a streak.
I didn't get the point. I don't care. Suspect got 2 more points. Yes.
I'm catching up to that.
I'm so happy.
I'm gonna.
I
I'm
have to
gonna
say, every
remain
match
silent
where
for a
the
while.
3 of us go against Ben, I'm actually pulling for the player that Ben picks.
Yeah. He
Mostly
needs
because
it, right?
I'm like, he can get the points on every one of us. That's great. So I was happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pleased for Ben. I'm annoyed this stopped my perfect week in prediction.
Oh my
No,
god.
just shut up, Liam.
Shut
Just shut up. You have
Because-
you have Euros.
No.
You're the king of the prediction league. Just
Hold
stop
on.
it.
Hold on. Okay. I feel like I've been given a misservice here because, in my opinion, Barbarian won this match. And I don't care if I'm being controversial and you can all come at me. But
You're
that
not being
challenge
controversial.
is-
You're just ignoring
No.
the rule book and the
No,
precedents
I'm
and
sorry.
everything.
I'm sorry. That is the worst decision of a challenge I've ever seen in the Schmoe
What
Down.
the
disagree.
hell, dude?
Oh
No.
my god.
Yeah.
I
That's
disagree.
I'm putting
just
it out there.
stupid what you
It's
just
not,
said.
and it's not because I'm salty. It's not. This is the thing, okay? The argument given was he corrected himself quickly.
Yeah.
I went
I
back
mean-
and rewatched it. He said the name. He then waited 5 seconds. Andrew Guy
I'm
goes
next. I'm next.
like this to indicate it's wrong. He waits 5 seconds and then he corrects the answer. I'm sorry, okay? If Roker, if Adam Witt, or even if Finstock was managing and he had someone to actually argue the case and not Ty, who didn't know how
Yeah.
to argue the case, there's no way that would have been given. I that is
Yeah.
for me a horrible decision, and it's not even about my prediction league. Ty
Yeah.
did not know how to defend his player. Okay,
No, that
Adam
was
Witt,
yeah.
we saw
No, he
last
didn't.
week, managed extremely well for Ben Bateman when he's not a manager. Like he did.
Yeah, but
an
he
amazing
probably
job.
knew he's going to manage, unlike
Okay.
Ty, who wasn't even there on
No,
in the start of the match.
I get that, and I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this to go at Ty. I'm just saying if someone was there who knew how to
Yeah,
manage
that's
and how
true.
to prep,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't
Like
think
if
they
it
get
was a
away with that.
Roker or
I'm sorry. It's just
Can I
frustrated
start?
me because I don't get
Okay,
it. I don't
so
get that ruling.
In the rule
Go.
book, in the rule book, it specifically said, and actually Sam said that we have a rule book. That was one of the first things he said in his challenge. Christian Harloff could argue for Barbarian. They wouldn't win, like they wouldn't get challenged overturned because in the rule book it said until, like you said, final answer, or until the person who is like on the desk is saying incorrect answer, you can still correct yourself. So if like Mark and Guy is taking 20 seconds to say incorrect answer, you have time by rules to correct yourself. It's their like it's their stuff. I do think that he took a lot of time. I do think that Guy should say incorrect quicker, but he didn't.
But
And
that's
by
not
the- and-
McQueenie's fault that he didn't
Yeah,
say.
that's not his fault. By the rules,
And by
they
the precedents, this didn't happen
Yeah.
for the first
Can-
time. This happened multiple
Can I play
times.
devil's advocate? Can I play devil's advocate here?
So if we
who
have-
are you advocating for
sorry,
Liam
Ben.
because he's
I
the
just want
devil?
to
I
finish.
agree.
So if we
Let
have
the match finish.
if we have a rule book and we have rules, let's just stick to the. That's why Bibiani, Bateman, and many other people took their time and wrote it because of these situations like this. It's written. They actually didn't have much to discuss, to be honest. You look at the rule book. Rule book says until you says final answer or person on the table is saying incorrect or correct answer. That's it. There is no more discussion. It's the rules. It's the rules of the game. We have a rule book this season. Liam, sorry.
Okay. Can I just?
I'll argue.
Okay.
I'll argue on Liam's side quickly, just for one second. Sorry, I just want to get my point across. We saw this happen in Liz's match against Roka, right? Where she gave an answer,
Thank you.
corrected herself, and no one said, "Okay, hang on a second." No one said final answer, or no one said it was an incorrect answer. We didn't get that because she said she got the wrong answer and she corrected herself and was honest. She then lost that point. However, now I would say that a competent manager would argue that point to Mark and think that they've set a precedent with with that match.
It's not the same. It wasn't the same at all.
Do you know what the difference is? Roka said immediately the right answer and didn't give her the chance.
No, he didn't. He didn't. She did. She corrected herself. That's why they said, hang on a second. That's why Roka had such a hissy fit about getting a question to say, okay, hang on a second. Why are you giving me another question? Just because she gave the right answer. That's why he kept going on and on and on and yammering on and on and on and generally irritating me. And that's why Bennett coexists.
Yeah, I understand. But
yes, Leo is right.
If we are following the rules, then they both should be accepted. Even I don't know if it's written in the rules. I think that if someone took the time to write the rule book, and everyone agreed in the whole the league that this will be the rule book, then people, let's follow the rule book. It's like the laws.
But what I would say is that a competent manager would argue that point.
And it's not true because Mark says, can you repeat the answer? Because he didn't hear her correctly, but he said something in between. They said nothing between McQueen saying the wrong and the right answer. So I think that's like a big difference for me.
Okay, I just want to say that nothing was said, but it was clear from the face given by Guy that he'd got it wrong, and then he corrected. And
it says nothing about the face and the rules.
Okay, so I agree.
That's
I agree
not McQueen's fault.
Hold on.
It's not
Hold on. I just want to let me get my point, and then I'll shut up. Okay. So what Matt just said, I completely agree with. If it's in the rule book, then fair enough. The problem I have with it is there's been incidences, and I know this is before the rule book, but there's been incidences this season, and Liz is one of them. I know it's slightly different, but that still would account for. It's still similar for me because she corrected herself. But okay, fair enough. It was slightly different
because she was asked.
Okay, fair enough. But I know there's been incidents in the past where people have said something and then corrected it, and it's not been given. Maybe it's because the rule book has come in this year, but for me, it wasn't. It was too long. It was too long before when he said it, changing it. And no one says final answer anymore in the final round. You only do it in teams. No one does it in singles. So that ruling just didn't make any sense to me. Now it's happened. If it happens again, I won't have a problem with it because that's been set as precedent. But I'd never seen something like that before. And I do think Barbarian's been extremely hard done by, because I think if he had a competent manager, and that's really harsh on Ty, I know he was probably forced into it last minute, but if it was Adam Witt managing or even Finstock, I don't think they would have got that challenge. I really don't, because it wasn't argued back. So it was easier to give.
Like I said, it was a 51-49.
Right, because Mark said it's 51-49. And maybe if someone argued the cause, but I still think this was mistake on part maybe of Andrew Guy being new to it, and he should have reacted quicker or not make the face or anything. But that's not Drew's fault. And there's also been instances where someone said the wrong answer, then corrected themselves and they got the points. So it's not only like this. And this is why we have the rules. And I think maybe this will change a little now that they got this mistake. But I think it's fair to do. I just agree with it. But you're right. I was very sad to see the counter argument, because I just don't think, even if they still got the challenge, like Sam still got the challenge, I think it might give more confidence to Barbarian to like have someone argue for him. And I'm usually the one who likes to pile on Gucci, and I think everyone is doing it this week, so I'm not gonna do it. I think he does care about his faction.
I just week...
please prepare better for this. Like, have someone on standby if something like this happens, and someone who is competent to fill your shoes, because this just wasn't. This just didn't work. And I was sad for Barbarian, because I think he does so much for his faction and he does so much studying, and so I was sad to see it go this way. But I also was happy for McQueenie, because he needs that confidence now that he's back after losing his first match. So, like, yeah, happy for both of them, because Barbarian lost one question and that's it. That's it.
And I'm pleased McQueenie won as well. I really like him, and he navigated a really tricky category very well. So he deserves credit. Like, DreamWorks animation is not the easiest, and he did really well with it.
I was going to say that
he kept it within 5, and that's what you have to do, I think. So fair play.
I was actually going to say on this match with McQueenie going with DreamWorks, or having to go with DreamWorks, I was really worried for him, because having the last two people that went for DreamWorks, it sucked for them, to be quite honest with you. Liz and I forget who else went for it, and it was hard questions. That being said, these ones were also hard, but McQueenie knows his stuff. Like he said, he had kids during this era. He went to the movies to review them. He knows his stuff, and he does it well. I think, yes, controversially he won. Maybe there's a bit of controversy there, but I think we still have to give it to him. He won by well, and he did it really well. And quite frankly, with Barbarian missing that 5-pointer, I feel a bit sad for him. Because he said it was between 2. So, I mean, he did really well. And quite frankly, both players played amazing, and I would love to see both get more matches.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of a mistake guessing Donkey on the Shrek question. For McQueenie, and it's one of the things that McQueenie, I think that's the reason why he never had the success he had in singles that he had in teams, because he sometimes guesses, and maybe it would be better to go like to multiple choice. But luckily it didn't did him in this match. So I just hope he like maybe works a little bit on strategy with Sam. But yeah, great match for both, and I hope we will see Barbarian in the tournament. Ben is back. And I want to say, I don't know.
I thought you did.
Probably Liam.
It was not me. It was
not me.
The last thing I want to say that I don't really think it was Ty's fault at all. Like, I'm happy Barbarian at least had someone to be there, and it just was unfortunate because there's not that many challenges happening like this week, like this and the last week we had, but it's not that many challenges as we had like last year. So it was a coincidence that.
Yeah, I know I was really
did it
harsh,
fall on this match?
I'm not blaming Ty. I know sometimes matches happen before you know it, and this was probably scheduled really last minute. So, you know, I don't want to have a go at Ty. I just feel bad for Barbarian that he wasn't able to argue. Someone didn't argue on his behalf better. But that's not Ty's fault. He obviously came in extremely last minute. That was a big relief to talk about that one. I've been having that on my chest the last 2 days.
Teresa, did you watch FCL this week?
Oh, I did not. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. Yeah,
That's
I'm,
alright.
I had so many things happening, but I think next week we have our
Okay.
first IG match. So this
Yeah,
is
I saw
exciting.
that
I
earlier.
think the
I'm
Star
watching.
Wars match
I'm
and
watching.
there's IG match next week. So that's very exciting, and I'm looking forward to see all of it. But like with summer, I just don't know if I will be able to watch it the week it happens. So that sucks.
I'll watch
But
it.
excited, yeah. You can do the FCL corner
Okay.
next week if I'm not able to.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we will get to the
I
predictions.
know.
Oh,
I know. I put this in last minute. You guys didn't really see it. I just want to say it's been 20 episodes now that we've done.
yay!
I just want to say thank you to our amazing fans, Thomas and Leo, that come every week. Thank you to the new fans that have joined this week.
Thank you
And
for
most
the
of all,
invasion, people from Spin from the
yeah,
Real.
thank you
Thank you
very
for
much.
the
Yeah, thanks,
invasion.
guys.
This
We
is
appreciate
amazing.
it.
It's awesome. And I just want to say thank you to most of all the Schmoe crew, all the players, all the presenters, the people behind the scenes, the engineers, everyone. I just want to say thank you so much for all the work you've done.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that was really sweet.
Thank
We
you.
needed that after that discussion. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and do we have a promo of the week?
Come on, we all know
Yes.
what it
Okay.
is. We all know what it is.
Go,
What
Matt.
it is?
Okay. Matt, you go.
I'm going last, but yeah, I want to hear
Okay.
everyone else. But
Mine is going to be the Del Rio and thingy match.
Moran.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thingy.
My brain is tired this week.
Yeah, I'll probably go for the last one and say it's McQueenie. I know it's the obvious choice. Say it's McQueenie versus Barbarian. It was like the music was awesome, and it's maybe also because McQueenie has so much history, so
Yeah.
it's always nice to see like cutscenes from above the line and stuff like that. So I
And
enjoyed
Nerdchronic
that one the
edited
most.
that one really well.
Yeah.
yeah, that was mine too for all the reasons
me
you said, Teresa. So so it's
You
done.
wanted to go last. You reap what
Okay.
you sow.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm the same. I'm the same. It's my favorite as well. I don't have anything else to add.
Yep.
It's time
Okay,
for our
That
favorite
time
now
of the
let's
year.
move on to.
I don't want to do that.
And this is
Yay,
why
I
we
can't
have a
wait.
new king.
Yeah.
And
So
we,
if anyone watches for the first time, we have a prediction league. We are doing, and the losers, we will have only one winner, and the losers will have to do the punishments of the winner. I really
Yeah.
don't want Liam to win. I'm okay with anyone
this is
else
so
winning.
beautiful. This is just
Teresa-
the most beautiful
Teresa,
sight.
Do we
Please do
have to
something.
like show
46,
it all the
48,
time?
42.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, we do. Because I got 2 points.
Yeah, that's great for you, Ben, but
So for
I'll
those
catch
of you
you
who
up.
are new, the way it's worked is the start of the season, I was in the lead for a while. Then Teresa took over the lead for quite a few weeks, and she
Yeah.
to one stage. I think you
I-
were 5
I got
3 or
longer
4
I think I
training.
was
ahead
on
for a while.
the lead.
Yeah,
for quite a long
I had
time.
The longest
but
time.
this week I have regained the lead, so we'll see if it swaps this week. I don't know
So
how
you're
different it's gonna be.
predicting first.
First, yeah, everything
Okay,
first.
so first match of this week is the Outsiders versus the Press Room in teams. Oh,
Yes.
we've lost Matt.
Oh, Matt's done.
Oh, no.
Doesn't
we
matter.
lost
He
him.
picks outsiders. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pick Outsiders. I think we all are, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm picking
Yep.
outsiders. This just, and it's not that I think Perry will have much better match. I think that was just a fluke, and I think Josh Horowitz is amazing. I just think outsiders are a little bit better. But it
Yeah.
wouldn't be. I don't think it's like a TKO or KO. I think they have a shot. but I think Outsiders has like have bigger probability to win. So I love the dance. So this is the points for them, and I need them to get those points. So let's go.
Yeah.
It's actually harder than I thought it would be, because I think Josh's last match he played so
Yes.
well. I think it's my girl Perry, really, who I love. Perry, I've followed her for years. I think she needs to get around 1 up a bit. If she can get 6, I think they got a good shot. They kind of remind me of Corruption in a sense, where I feel like Mike sometimes
Sorry,
doesn't quite.
guys.
No
The
worries,
storm.
Matt. Are you?
Storm.
Did you go Outsiders? We assumed you did.
What?
Outsiders in this first match.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought so. Yes, I was just saying. I think as Leo said, was it Leo?
Yeah. He said it all depends on Perry.
Comes down to Perry, really. And it's a bit like Mike and Chance. If Perry can sort of get a decent round 1, I think they've got a better shot. But if you can only
one
put
thing
4,
is I like Horowitz, but I'm not ready to compare him to Chance Ellison yet.
No. Like,
so
he's not
yeah,
at that level. I just think they remind me of that dynamic, is what I'm saying. Although Mike's got a really strong IG knowledge. I don't know. I'm just chatting.
I think what Corruption has going for them always is really strong second rounds. So even if they stumble in their first, there's virtually not like any opportunity to stumble for them in the second. They are so good together. So, and I don't know. But I think Preston will do great. I just don't think they will beat Outsiders. And Goddard really needs this. And Preston really needs this.
Guys, why did you?
You ask me your. I don't know. Sorry.
I just said, guys. I was putting it out there. You go.
So
we heard Theresa's reason.
So I just think that as a team they are a lot better than the press room. Unfortunately, I do think that Paul and Ben together are better than Perry and Horowitz. I do think that Perry is unfortunately not on the same level as Ben or Paul. I think that she can have like a really good match if she gets her category and the first round goes her way. But I do think that like together they will be much better than press room. I don't think it will be a like KO or.
Oh no! Oh no! We've lost him again.
He wanted to say or TKO, so
yeah. It's the.
I don't think it will be a TKO. Okay.
Then argue for Outsiders.
Yeah.
Why did you
I
pick
don't
them?
think it'll be a KO or TKO. I think
this will happen.
As everyone said, I think they're a better team, quite frankly. And I'm sad to say that because I love the Mercs. I love Perry. I loved seeing her beat Mike last year, which was amazing.
That was awesome.
And I'm sad to say that I think she'll lose this one, but I'm happy to say that Ben and Paul will win. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're also maybe all picking the same in the second match.
Yeah, the second match.
I don't want to.
Against Beth May. I guess, do I have to go first every time now?
Yes.
Yeah,
you do, because I had to.
You're leading.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Punishment.
Brother Lomas.
Yeah.
Yes. And you can also reason in the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also Brother Lomas. You, Ben.
This one's tough for me.
Did you just assume that
because I don't want to go?
Yeah.
You said Brother Lomas. I thought you said Brother Lomas.
You said yes after Liam said Brother Lomas.
I said, yeah, okay. Well, fine. Okay.
Are you Brother Lomas?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I thought I heard you say Brother Lomas.
Do you know what?
No, I
Probably.
asked Liam to reason in the same time
sorry,
he
okay.
picks, so you have like more to go on.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
talked
yeah.
about it, that we would just pick the person and then say why,
Okay.
and then the other person would pick and then say why. So I thought we were doing it
I
this
didn't
way.
realise we were doing that. So I picked Brother Lomas because I think he had a really good first match. It was just the third round where he crumbled. Up until that point, he was playing really well, and he lost to Frankie Alvarez. I actually think he, in a sense, although he lost, I think he kind of played better than Alvarez that match. I know it's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, there's also the I am
robot. Yeah.
so
yeah, which he got away with. I don't think it would have affected the outcome in the end, but it was still an odd moment. Beth May, it's hard to judge her on that match because she got opponent's choice, and I hope she gets a category that she's good in because I'd like to see her sort of have a better shot at it. And that match was hard watch because they both got opponent's choice, her and Jessica Schloef in that match.
Yeah.
And I think she got movie release dates. I can't remember, and it was a really tough one.
She did. Yes,
so
it was.
I don't think I'm really pleased she's got another match because I felt that would have been a really harsh way to bow out the Schmoe if she didn't get another one. Because I don't think that was a fair showcase of her talents. I don't know how good she is yet because she got lumbered with movie release dates, which is as we discussed earlier in the Goddard match, probably the hardest category on the wheel. So I hope she gets a category that she's good at. I actually want her to win, but my head's saying that I think Brother will do it because I just think he's a little bit stronger. But I want Beth to win. Now we've all picked him, I want Beth to win.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. I just think this match will be so entertaining with Beth and Brother Lomas together. I really like Beth May. I also second everything you said. I don't think we should judge her on the first match. It was opponent's choice. It was her first match. But same goes with Brother Lomas. But he just was more impressive in his first match. So based on that, I'm going to pick him. But I do think Beth May could maybe surprise us. We will see. We will see who will get opponent's choice in this one. And I'm just so happy because I think this is two big personalities going against each other, and it's going to be so much fun. So we are the winners in this match, and that's it. And I actually will be pulling for Beth May too because she's adorable and awesome. So Matt.
Yeah, I really want to see how Brother Lomis will do. Because I know that everyone said Brother Lomis is writing all the questions for Finstock Exchange and doing really well. I do think that if he has again really good first round 7-8 points, something like that, and then again good second round and a little better third round than he had in the first match, then Finstock Exchange could really have a big problem with their tournament. Because I do know that Brother Lomis actually impressed me with his knowledge in the match. I know that he didn't know in the third round anything, but he did pretty well before that. So I do think he will win. To be honest, unfortunately, I'll be honest. His opponent didn't really impress me in the first match. So I do think that he will win in a maybe even a dominant manner like Finstock Exchange did in this season. But we will see. I'm for sure think that Lomas will win this match, but maybe I will eat my words and I will root for Lomas because I know that many people don't like his character, but I like him.
I want to see him dance again, dude.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
I think his character is awesome, and I do appreciate every single person in this Schmoedown who also put time to make a character and play the character, because it's much harder. I think for me it would be much harder to answer trivia question if I have to think, okay, I'm also this character now that I have to play. So I will always like people like Roka Bateman and people who are actually playing the character, I will always give them respect for that. So yeah.
I think promo of the week will be tough next week because
Yeah,
Bethany and Brother Loomis, that will be some promo. Like that girl puts a lot of work into her promos and him like amazing. But we have also some matches of players we've had for a long time. So
Her
yeah,
promo
but that one will
is
be amazing. I can
amazing.
guarantee that.
Yeah. And now the hard
So
one.
this one, wait, I haven't given mine. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you already did because I was out.
No. I don't know who to go with here because
I hope Fraser will be on because
yeah.
Very bad.
I'm gonna go with Brother Lamas. I don't like the character. I know it's controversial to say. I don't like the character. It bugs me. The guy's very nice. He probably, and it's just the character bugs me. But I'm going with him because if he writes the questions for the Finstock Exchange, he obviously knows his stuff. So yeah, I'm going with Brother Lomas. And I'm going to make a hard pick later on, even though that one's also going to be difficult for me.
Can we? The next match is Jada against Eric. Can we skip that?
That's fine.
Can we leave
Yeah,
that
we
to
can.
last?
no, I'm waiting.
No.
I'm waiting for you
No,
to
no.
pick so I can pick.
Yeah.
This is the one. I have my
It's
pick
your
for the other
disadvantage, right?
matches. I know who to pick for the others, but this one I'm really struggling with.
Okay, let's go to Deception versus Lightning Time.
Yeah, so this is the pay-per-view. Okay. We'll do that one last because I just don't know. I'm still debating it. Deception, Lightning Time. I'm picking Deception.
Why?
Oh, I had to say why. Sorry, I forgot about that bit. Yeah, I will probably always pick Deception if they ever play a teams match, no matter against who, because I think they are incredible and they were really unlucky not to beat Lightning Time in the tournament. Marisol is no. Everyone thought that Adam Collins was the A player and Marisol was the slightly less better than her. They are clearly both like exceptional. I still think they're going to have the team's belt this year. That's my big call for the year. I'm going to pick them every match, so that might be a giveaway for the league, but I don't care. I just think they're my favourite team in the league, and they're going to get the belts. So Deception.
This is really tough because like Marisol is on a roll, but also Ethan is on a roll now. So I don't. And now Ethan and Liz, we know now that they study together. So this is just like really tough. But I also have to go with Deception based on previous matches and based on how hard I know they work together, not only this year but the year before. And they know how to have chemistry in this online format better than anyone. So I just, and like Adam Collins and Marisol are both in contention for the belt now. And they are both always playing amazing. And just, I have to go with Deception, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lightning Time won this one. Like, I think... I think this is a really tough one, but I just have a feeling that Deception will win. And also, I'm really pulling for Marisol in always, but like Liz is also amazing. Deception. Matt.
Okay, I'm picking also Deception because I really think that first I will be rooting for Lightning Time. Just to make clear,
so we know Lightning Time is winning. That's great.
Yeah, I want Lightning Time to win.
Always with you going against suspects, they win. So that's great for the suspects.
That was my second point. They win when I go against them. So that's also good. And the third
Ben,
point
this is your opportunity.
Yeah. So the third thing, unfortunately, I do think that for Ethan Irwin, singles is much more suited for him than teams. I don't know why. I really do think that he plays better when he's alone. I don't know why. I really it goes against the logic that people should like be more relaxed and play better when they are with someone. I do think that. but I think that he's more like more chill with everything and stuff when he's like alone. I really don't know why. For this match, I actually rewatched both both the matches Lightning Time played, and no, sorry, yeah, they beat Outsiders, right? Yeah, and
Yes.
then lose
Yep.
to Rushmore, right? Yeah, and Ethan didn't do as well as he normally does in singles in both, to be honest, in both of these is if these matches, because I know that Liz was like the one who really carried the team in the first match, and I know that we praised her for that. So I do think that like Deception, Collins and Marisol is one of the, if not the best one of the best new teams we have, like the new ones. They are not the new, but the new ones, and. I wonder what will happen next after this match, but I'm going Deception because I'm not willing to risk it on this match, to be honest. If I'm like a point behind, like Teresa is, I would risk it, to be honest. But 2
I
points,
will
no.
risk it on other matches.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is not the one.
And that's it for me. And now, Ben, tell us your surprise pick, please.
Yeah. Yeah. This one is the worst for me because I love both teams and I wish it was more like a tournament final. But yeah, bugger. Okay. I really think this one is going to win, but I want to see Liz more often because she's my favorite player. And I really want to see her play more often. So I'm going with Lightning Time.
Yeah, I
Hot
hope you.
pick on
I
this
hope you
one.
get the point. To be honest, I really hope.
Same.
Really hope.
Except to say, Thomas, I completely agree with you. She is also my favorite
Yeah.
player. I just love what she's doing, and I think she's going to get the
I
singles.
think she'll
belt.
be the singles champion this year.
Snap. Okay, the other pay-per-view, the undercard, is
Yeah.
Rushmore versus Final Exam.
Come on, Liam. Who are you picking?
Okay. I am picking Final Exam.
No.
Oh
no.
wow.
No, I'm
That's my
picking Final
chance.
Exam.
That's my chance.
Dude.
Like,
No. Well,
So-
this was the one where I was supposed to like do the.
did you think I was going to pick Rushmore?
I hoped so.
Mhm.
Oh,
You
well.
can still pick Lightning Time, Teresa, if you want.
I don't like. I already made every decision. Like the only one I didn't make is Jader versus
Yeah.
Eric, and I'm also a
didn't
little
make
bit
that
decided
also.
on that one. So.
So
argue for
Yeah.
Final Exam.
Okay,
I'm just
I
so
went Final-
disappointed right now.
I went Final Exam, and I guess the one question mark is Lon, because in Final Exam's last match, Lon didn't play particularly well, but he just had a really good singles match. And Roka and JTE don't often, JTE has, but Roka doesn't tend to go perfect at the moment in teams matches in his first round. Like he had singles, he's been different, but in teams for some reason, I don't think he's gone perfect yet. I may be wrong, but he has a tendency to miss one or two. JTE can miss one as well. I don't think Paul will. So it's I'm trying to weigh it up with Lon as well. I don't know. It's hard, but I kind of prefer Final Exam. So it's like a 50-50, but I like Final Exam more than Rushmore. So that edged me towards them. I think it all comes down to Lon, to be honest, and it depends what Lon we get. But if Lon can show up, which he's perfectly capable of, he just beat Drew McQueenie in singles, then I think they can do it. So it was a tough pick, probably one of the hardest of the week, but I saw it's 50-50, so I just went with the team that I like more, which is Final Exam.
Yeah,
Teresa.
that's exactly what I did. So, but I kind of hoped that maybe you will pick Rushmore.
No.
I know you like Final Exam a lot, but I kind of hoped you would pick Rushmore. And I can't pick them in this match because it is a toss-up. Lon played 2 singles matches after their last last teams match, and he scored great in both first rounds, which I think is the biggest problem for them, that sometimes he doesn't get so many points, but even with chance he had 8 points, so that's I think good enough to beat Rushmore. And yeah, I just think Final Exam will win it, and I want them to win it, so that's why I wanted to pick them, but I really wanted you to pick Rushmore a lot. So I'm disappointed, but I'm not gonna change it because I really feel Final Exam will do it, so I can't.
I couldn't
And
do it.
if they won and I picked Rushmore, I would be so angry at myself, so I can't.
Yeah.
So
Ben,
do you mind picking before Matt?
No, I don't. I'm going with Final Exam as well.
So,
and I think Matt's going to be a lone wolf this week with that one.
Good one.
And why, Ben? Why?
Because even though like Rushmore probably have that team chemistry and have showed a lot in the team tournament, I think Paul is just too damn good. I think JTE and Roka are going to get something that they hate in the wheel, and it's going to mess them up because they've had good luck on that wheel. And like we've said with Ben Goddard, it's about time he got good luck. It's about time Rushmore got bad luck. So I think that would be my reasons for going with Final Exam. I think Matt is going with Rushmore, and he's a lone wolf.
Yeah, I'm going with
Matt,
Rushmore.
why are you picking Rushmore?
Well, unfortunately, because of
he's a JTE fanboy.
No, not because of it. I'm picking because we saw in the match that Final Exam played when Lon had his bad game that one person can be really good, but in the teams, if your partner is not on point, you will not win. Unfortunately, you will not win because your partner has to answer in the third round either 3 or 2 points. Also, if your partner doesn't have a good first round, that 2 extra points can maybe you can maybe tie with the opponent's team if, for example, Roka and JT both got 7 correct, and I think that is like a realistic thing to expect. Also, I do think that it's about time that Roka has a perfect round in his teams. Rushmore didn't. Roka didn't have one with Rushmore yet, and Roka is a great player. We all saw it in both Bateman matches and when he played against Liz. That's also true. And I do think that it will be really hard for Final Exam to find something that both JT and Roka are bad at. I think that most of the things, if like JT is bad at something, Roka can like cover it, and if Roka doesn't know some things, JT can probably cover it. I do have a couple of categories in mind. I don't know how good they are in coming of age movies, for example. But if it's like 2000 coming of age movies, then JT should probably know it. So I do think like there are more. I'm sad to say it, more complete team with their chemistry and everything. And I'll be honest, I did expect like at least 2 of you to pick Final Exam, and I knew that either I will get the points on Teresa or on Liam, which is good either way. So, and I want Rushmore to win because I do think that like if Rushmore wins this one again, they should probably get the number 1 contender, or at least play the danger zone again for the number 1 contender, because they were in the finals of the tournament, and like most of the teams that come to the finals get the number 1 contender shot after after their finals match. When they lose, they most of the time get the like number one contender. Rushmore didn't.
I actually think
So
that's happening. So I think that will
yeah,
happen. Christian was asked how many title defenses will there be this
Yeah.
year, and I think he said 3 for teams. And if you like, that has to mean that this is another little bracket. I think,
I'll
but I'm
just
not. I'm not sure. But maybe like it will
yeah.
happen. So
Yeah, I think it should like be danger zone. Sorry, I don't think that like winner of lightning time and deception should play like Rushmore if they beat for the number one contender, because like Rushmore was in the finals, and if they win one more, then they're either number one contender for me, or they are having the rubber match with corruption
yeah,
or
but the match was
Shazam
for
or
number one. The tournament was only for number one contenders. Let's not forget.
yeah,
It wasn't
I
like
understand.
so I think this is like a small bracket, and like maybe the winner of the whole bracket will get a shot at the title, but I don't know how exactly it will happen, or if it's true.
Yeah.
So but I think like it might happen. Yeah.
I do think that like they maybe if corruption loses, maybe they will play corruption or danger zone for the number one contender, or if Shazam loses, they will play maybe Shazam for the number one. But I do think like it shouldn't be. Sorry, Ben. It shouldn't be like deception or lightning time in my eyes. Uh, like I do think that if they win this match, they should be number one contenders because they were in the finals and then they win one more for the contendership. And I would like to be for the contenders, but I don't think it is, right? It's not final exam. Rushmore is not number
They
one.
haven't said anything about it, but it might be because it's a pay per view. It probably is for like a number one contenders, or whoever wins each one faces each other in a
Yeah, and
later
because
pay
Danger
per view
Zone
for number one contenders.
doesn't have a match announced yet, but I think they need to get one also because
Yeah.
they were so good in the tournament. So I think something is happening there. Yeah.
Yeah. My guess is whoever wins out Deception and Lightning Time will play the winner of Rushmore and Final Exam, and then the winner of that will play Danger.
Or
Maybe,
maybe I think that what could happen that the loser of Shazam Corruption could play like someone,
But maybe.
and then yeah.
Also, there's another reason. There's another reason why I went for final exam is because I knew Matt was going with Rushmore, and whenever we go together, we lose. So.
Okay.
Let's stop stalling. I see what you're all doing. Me and pick.
No, I know who I'm going with.
Paramo and Eric Zipper. Pick.
I'm really struggling. I'm really struggling with this one. I've changed.
I kind of know what I want to do, but I am afraid you will pick the same again. I know who I want
to pick, but I'm picking depending on you two, to be honest.
Oh, I've changed it 4 times. I'm gonna go.
Picking on who goes with who. Well,
okay,
I know
who
Leo's going with.
I'm going Eric.
I picked. Okay,
Eric.
well, it worked out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can argue your point first.
Okay, it's I've changed all day. This is why I wanted to leave it to last because I just think Eric's been very unlucky in
they are so even.
And the only I was like, Eric tends to get quite unlucky with his 5-pointers, but then Jada's quite good at pulling his 5-pointers. So I was debating it, but Jada did miss his 5 against Janine. So it's so tough. This is the hardest one of the week for me. A final exam and
Rushmore was also tough, but not this
but
tough.
This one's harder because
they are both likable.
Yeah, I like both as well, and I feel like both factions need the points.
Swag needs it
really
more.
needs
Swag
points.
needs it more.
Right? But I don't know. I've just gone back and forth, but I just think Eric's luck might turn a bit because he was really unlucky in his IG match as well. I think this might be his time. So
Yeah,
got
but
a feeling
Jinder
on this one.
also got some bad luck. Like in his match, he had Janine on the ropes, and if he answered his 5-pointer, he would
Yeah, I
win
know.
this match. And he also lost in the tournament, I think, last year. So it's I don't know. I think they are both so good, and they're like they're so even, so even. But I was inclined to pick Jader in my head. I don't really know why. I do think Swag needs the points more because Dan is really close to the shared first spot in the faction race. So I do think Swag needs the point more, but I don't know. I just they're both so good. I don't know. I just yeah, and I'm glad you picked Zipper because now it's easier for me to pick Jader because I was also not really decided, but I was going that way anyway. So this just worked out beautifully. So I'm going with Jader, but I think it's 50-50. This could go to sudden death. This could be like a never-ending match because I think they are so even. These guys.
Okay, this is my my opinion. Do you know how we are talking? Who will get the opponent's choice? Opponent's choice in this match.
Yeah. So
Okay.
one of them will get it, and that person will lose. Okay, sure.
So I'm going with Eric Zipper. That was like my like you had Jader, I had Zipper. I think that he's one of the unluckiest people in singles. I do
That's
think
true.
that
That's true.
I do think that he knows a lot, and he can be like triple threat player. He can be like Chance. He can be like Chance, like Mike, like many other people. And don't forget, he also does have that IG categories. We don't know how Jader can do that.
Yes.
Also, I'm sad I have to say it, but Jader said it in the interview as well. It's really hard to prepare for Schmoe when you have like a little baby in the house. And of course, that his fatherhood comes first. It would come
That's
for
a
me
fair
first.
point, man. To be honest,
I know that's
And
like
I also
not. I know that's like not nice to say, but I did consider it, to be honest. And
that's like sure, yeah, but Thomas Harper is like
yeah,
of the like you can see pictures of his daughter all over Twitter, so you know that people can do
I
it,
understand,
but I get it, and those are good reasons. I actually forgot that I decided for Eric at one point because of the IG categories, and I kind of forgot about it. I think I decided yesterday for Eric and today for Jader, so that's great. But now I can't change it because you two are going for Eric.
Yeah,
so
and also Swag needs those points.
Yes.
Swag needs those points more than Dan, much more than Dan. So yeah.
Yes.
Dan.
See, this one's tough for me because I like them both. But in my first thoughts was Jada's going to win. And every time I go with my instinct, it screwed me over. So I'm going with Eric Zipper.
Oh, good. So,
I love the reasoning. That's the best reasoning ever.
I love it.
And Thomas and Leo are also split. So
They split, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm alone on Jader.
So
That's
you're a
kind
lone
of
wolf.
unexpected after how hard it was to pick, but
to be honest, I was sure Ben will pick Jader because I picked Zip.
Okay. I was considering it, but I thought no,
well, we
I
also
gotta go
tend
with
to lose
my
a lot
anti-instinct.
together, so you know maybe.
The only person I seem to do well with is Liam these days.
It's because I do well.
And if you're alone, you won on McQueenie, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So I have
Hopefully I'll
one
win
shot
with Liz.
to Liam, and if I lose, then it's 2 points. Oh my god!
The worst that can happen is we're tied, so that's okay. I still have the crown for at least another week.
Do you
we just
know?
have to share it.
The best thing that can happen is I can be tied with Teresa. That's the best. That's the best one.
Well, that'd be lovely.
No, that'd be so lovely. I'm so glad I
I
might
don't know
not
what the
be
best
here
that
next
could happen
week.
with me. I haven't even calculated it yet.
So yeah, it depends on
If
Denmark.
Rushmore and Zip win, I'm tied with Teresa. So
So it's a huge week in our predictions for
Gross.
Euros.
Sorry.
Huge week in the Euros as well.
I just really want to be first again.
Oh, how is it being
I kind
second
of want
again?
Teresa to be first at the end of the year
Sucks.
because her punishments are good.
yeah, I can
But
be
you're
like
not
third
you're not
or,
as terrible as I expected, so it's not as bad. Like I
Yeah.
expected
I
Liam
can
to
be-
be such a jerk.
Mine are okay.
And
They're okay.
I can be like third for the most of the season. I don't care as long as I'm first in the end.
Oh,
I agree with
But
that. As long as
I'm so looking forward to the spectacular and for the like tournament season because there is no way we are having every single match in the spectacular the same. There is just no way. So and spectacular has a lot of matches, so it could all come down to the spectacular for us as well. So
oh, yeah.
and,
Well,
and
for
we
you
have
three.
the 32 team singles tournament as well, which is going to be really exciting. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of matches for our league.
yeah.
Did
So
we
I
lose
don't know what
Teresa?
happened. I
Yeah,
don't know what's
we
happened.
lost.
Yeah.
We lost Teresa, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
bit like the Euros, really. We kept losing Matt and Teresa, like we lost Croatia and Czech Republic this
Oh
week.
my god! I'm so happy Teresa is not here. She would murder you.
No, that was too
Cool.
much. That was really
Yeah, that
horrible.
was a bit far.
Liam. Oh, he muted him.
I
Liam,
did, yes.
I'll just say this because you were mean, so I will be mean. Just remember your last semifinals and what happened in your last semifinals.
Oh.
Just remember the group stage, Matt.
No. And also remember, you played the team. You all said that it will be easy. You are already in the finals. You are in the finals. Football is coming home, and then football came to the France, like your arch enemies.
Enemy.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, no. In all honesty, like if England don't win, I would like Denmark to win because Christian Eriksen, what happened to
Yeah, I
him was
understand.
horrendous, and they're clearly playing with him in mind because they are really stepped their game up since. So if England don't win, which hopefully they do, I would like Denmark to win, but let's hope England win and we can have a really fun.
Lisa, I do hope you didn't hear Liam's.
I heard him. I'm the one who muted him, so I just couldn't get back in. So I wanted to contribute some way. So I helped you by muting Liam.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I do think that Italy should won. Italy played the best football, I think, in Euros so far. So
and they're 36 without losing. 36 matches without losing.
Until the final when England will beat them 2-0.
Fair enough.
We haven't conceded
I think
a
that
goal
week
yet.
it's gonna.
Yeah,
I think that week it's gonna be the bench show because no one's gonna be here.
Well, let's see if we can beat Denmark. Denmark are a tough opposition, and I'm taking them very seriously.
Yeah, you should.
Yes, Thomas.
Yeah. It's Thomas. That is extremely rude. No, I'm joking. Italy are favourites. I don't know. In our country, the bookies have England, but that makes sense because I'm English. I don't know who the favourites are in your countries. Who's
Italy.
the favourites?
Italy right now.
Italy.
I thought it was Italy. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, it's probably Italy and England.
We are also the underdog in every match, even the ones we won. So we were like from the first match, even with Scotland, we were the underdogs. So like, I could have won a lot of money in it.
And I will say,
Croatia did deserve to lose because we drink water and change the shoes in the middle of the games, and then we get the goal. And yeah, I'm not going into this.
Yeah, I actually think the water breaks would help us because we were promised water breaks for the Denmark match because we were, I don't know where we were exactly, but it was so hot. You could see like they were so tired. And I was like, get to the water break, get to the water break. And it didn't happen for the whole match. And then Denmark has so many like great players that they can just switch them. And we don't have that many. And then like both of like two of our players got injured in the head and the blood was like and they couldn't switch again because I was wow,
I want to apologize to all
frustrated.
the. I want to apologize to all the watchers, but we are the Euro Schmoe, and it is the
We
Euro
have to-
Cup.
we have to
so-
talk
We
about
are
Euros.
going. We are going already.
We have to. Well done for beating Holland though. Like beating the Netherlands was like that's a big underdog. Like
Yeah,
win,
that
so
crushed me.
for that. That was really
That
important.
crushed
Yeah,
my
I kind
heart.
of. Yeah, I actually think Netherlands was a bigger challenge than Denmark, but we just weren't able to capitalize. I think the Denmark match was much closer, and it just didn't happen. So maybe next time.
I was also
Okay.
sad because I do think that Croatia could beat Switzerland. Switzerland,
right,
if they beat in Spain, I think that
You were
could
so
beat
close,
Swiss-
dude, so close.
Yeah, I know.
Well, let's all root for
let's
England
go.
now. Let's all root for
Yep.
England, and hopefully
England.
we can win a tournament for the first time in my lifetime. That'd be amazing.
Is it?
I think on that note, we
Wait.
should probably end.
Is it like? Sorry. Is it the first? Okay, I will ask you. I will ask you this again after.
We won the 1966 World Cup. That's it. We haven't won anything else. Okay.
Finish. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Yeah,
for watching.
Euroschmo,
Thank you
our
for
links
watching.
to follow us are in
Yeah,
the
and,
description. Please
watch-
put a like,
Coming home,
subscribe,
coming
comment on
home,
our videos.
coming
Let us know if
home.
there's anything we can
Coming
improve that you
home.
think. And tell Liam that he's wrong with his opinions.
Yeah, and please watch also Real from the Wheel. Thank you for
Spin from the Reel.
Yeah, Spin from the Reel. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's coming
Watch
Thank you,
that,
everyone.
and,
Bye.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Football's coming home. It's coming
Shut
home.
up. Shut up.
Shut
Shut
up,
up, shut up,
It's
shut up.
coming.